Hi everyone, I'm a farmer. I'm growing Bele leaves for more than 3 years. So I've been observing some of the pests and diseases that are affecting my Bele. So I have decided to contact uh, Dr. Johnson, a plant doctor, so that he can come and have some look at my Bele plant and give me some control measures for me to use to control the infestation of the pest and disease that are affecting my Bele leaf. And this afternoon I was so fortunate to have Dr. John right here in my Bele farm behind my backyard garden. Thank you. So
Okay, thank you, Fama, for make contact with me for last week's. Today, I am so fortunate to come by and see what is happening to your Bele plants. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna ask you two questions. The first one is, how long you've been planting this Bele's plant?
okay, thank you, Doctor, for your question. I've been planting Pele from my backyard for more than 2 to 3 years. So as you can see here, my Pele are still young. They are still growing. Huh? Yeah.
Thank you, Fama. The second question is, throughout the whole year that you've been mentioned, where did you get your materials, planting materials from?
Okay, thank you, Doctor. I've been planting Pele here, so I just get my planting material for planting next season is just from my old Pele leaf. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Doctor. Since I've been planting the Pele, I've been observing many diseases and pests that have been my Pele. So the first disease that I come across is, as you can see here, the yellowing of the leaves here, yellowing of the leaves, and the wrinkle of the leaves, and also the leaves turning light green. So you can see here the symptoms of the disease. Yeah. So I was wondering what's happening with my Pele leaf, so that's why I contacted you.
Well, you see your Bele plants, as you can see, it's really affected. So it was affected by a pest, which is called chassid or a leaf hoppers. They usually comes around at the maturity stage. They come in order to feed on your Bele plants, and the agent of the transmission of this particular disease is by the presence of the suitable environment. Uh, it can occur by the environment, whether it's wet, whether it's hot. It depends on the and the availability of the plant host. Like for example, this one is a good host for this particular disease. And however, there is a control measure that you can control this particular disease, which is the resident varieties. Make sure you plant the varieties that is resident for this particular disease. And the chemical control, which is spray of plants product, the mixture of plant products, because it's much cheaper, not cost a lot of money. It's much cheaper. Mix it and then you spray the Bele plant. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah.
Let's move on to another disease.
Okay.
Okay, the second disease that I've come across is patches of light green color from my Bele leaves.
Oh.
As you can see here, these patches of light green color from my yellow leaves. So I was wondering, Doctor, what's happening with my Bele plant? So I've contacted you to come and check my Bele.
Okay. Thank you, Fama. Yeah. Your plant is really affected, as you can tell by you can see. So this particular disease, it was been affected by the a disease called a virus, which namely Acrozedrops bamol. So the agent of this particular disease was disease was by insect fetus, which aphids, normally aphids. It's normally affecting your belly gland, and they are quite virus which can transmit it through mouth feeding. Some of the mouth feeding insect pests, they can be transmitted from one plant to another by mouth feeding. Yeah, that's why it affects your belly glands, turning patches of yellow, losing colors.
Okay, doctor, there is another pest that fits on my Bele leaves. As you can see here from the Bele leaves, there is patches or number of holes that seen here from the Bele leaf. So I was wondering what's happening with my Bele leaf. So I asked you to come and check the Bele leaf.
Thank you, farmer. Yeah, your belly plant is really affected. So it was affected by a pest which called flea beetle. The flea beetles. That's the reason why your belly plant was being affected so far. And the agents of the transmission of this particular disease was transmitted by a human. Whenever a farmer goes to a cattle, yeah, that's why he usually transmit this particular kind of disease. And the agriculture machinery that you use at your farm, any tools, spade, forks, rake, whatever, it can be transmitted this best through your plants. However, there's control methods to control such pests like this. For instance, the cultural control, which is by planting tissue, which the young tops. I recommend you to plant the young tops, not the old tops. Only plant the young tops to make sure that it goes healthy. Or planting the young tops that is really healthy to prevent such a disease.
Okay, thank you, doctor. I have another disease that affecting my plant, and the Bele leaf is turning yellow, and I don't know what's happening with my Bele leaf turning yellow. So I was wondering what's happening with my Bele leaf. So that's why I contact you to give me some ideas.
Okay. This was caused by the lack of nitrogen deficiency. The biotic. Not a biotic, but the abiotic. A lack of nitrogen deficiency in your land, a piece of land. That is why you can experience the lack of nitrogen deficiency, the yellowing. Yeah. So the best way to control or to sustain this your Bele leaves is to intercrop with leguminous or legumes, any legumes that you can intercrop with. For example, peanuts or glaricida is the most legumes that you can plant intercrop with your Bele plants.
Thank you. So, doctor, there is another
Okay.
seed for my Bele plant.
Yeah.
Okay, doctor, I have seen one of the pests that is eating my Bele leaf. As you can see here, this is the feeding damage.
Yeah.
So I was wondering what's happening with my cabbage. So Bele. So this is the pest, and I don't know how to deal with this particular pest.
Oh, okay. Yeah. As you can see, here is the African giant snail. The African giant snail. So this is the best was caused by an African giant snail. As you can see from the leaves here, you can see the holes all over the plants. So the the best way to control this particular disease, pest is to apply the eggshell around the plants after planting, or you can apply the sand by around the plant. Yeah, I think that's the two best control that I can recommend you to use so far. Yeah. So uh, as you just follow up with me and Farmer Lucian, we just go around to identify or observe or deal with some of the pests and disease that affecting Farmer Lucian's farm. So far, these pests are really important in economical way. So farmer, I recommend you to use such measures that I give you to increase the production or increase the economical value of the Bele plants that you've planted in your plot. Once again, thank you farmer for contacting me. I hope to see you whenever any issues, you can contact me. Thank you. Come.